Good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, with Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. And for the Minnesota Timberwolves, they want to turn the season series around as they lost their last matchup against the Thunder. And that game moved the season series to 2-zip.
You know, that was one of the worst efforts you'll see from them, guys. Even though they were playing against a better team, it shouldn't have been that bad.
And, Steve, even against a mediocre team, that performance wouldn't have been good enough. But you play that way against a good team, and you'll really get blasted.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. G is in at the point. Wiggins is out there with Young. Then there's Martin. And it's Pekovic in at center. Here's G. And there's the call on Anthony Morrow.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
Here's G. The kick out to Young. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Young's got his first 3 points of the game.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Outside Westbrook. Outside Durant. Clock at 6. Durant drawing the double team. And Minnesota has possession. And that one's good.
I like the way they got the ball inside there.
Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
When you face the Oklahoma City Thunder, one of the things defensively that you have to prioritize is keeping them out of transition. This team is long and athletic, and if they get out in the open court, you're in big trouble.
Timberwolves on defense. 4-point game. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And one of the factors in that game was they just couldn't get to the foul line and get enough points from the free throw line to make a difference.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanked off the rim. They were letting them hear about that.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
Here's G. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix. And a wide-open look here for Wiggins. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space.
Perkins with the screen for Westbrook. No one near him. Pekovic with the rebound. Pekovic has got 3 rebounds now in this one. G dishes to Wiggins. Pass to G. Young, a screen on Westbrook. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Let's take this chance to showcase the top setup man at the small forward position in the NBA. Kevin Durant is second.
And these are some of the best teammates you're ever going to throw down. Oh, man, that was unreal. Mark it up.
That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary, partner.
Man.
Oh, you know it. The guy can climb the ladder, can't he?
Martin with the bucket. Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder winning their last game against Los Angeles.
And in that game, as I watched it, they were dominant defensively down on the low block, just controlling the paint.
And, you know, once they got a few blocks, the shooters started looking around for those shot blockers, which is no way to be effective offensively.
G kicks to Young. Perkins pulls it in.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
Pass to Morrow. Unloads from 13. Again, Oklahoma City.
You can't give him that shot. I mean, a few open looks are all it takes, and he could really get rolling.
If you just look at the numbers, you are not seeing the real impact of Kendrick Perkins. I mean, he is just this mountain at the rim as a protector of the paint. And it really makes it hard for opponents to get easy shots because of his presence. Kevin, let's take a look at what the Oklahoma Thunder did over the last month. Second in steals, second in blocks, and they are ranked third in limiting opponent field goal shooting. That's always an impressive number. Anytime you're in the top 3 in that category, you're doing work.
No, they just play hard, Clark. They play hard every single night, and that's really shown in those steals totals that you talked about. They really attack the offense. They try to make every possession a difficult one. And when they're on their game, they're forcing turnovers, creating havoc, and then getting out in transition.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. So it'll be Pekovic shooting. That one on Perkins. Nick Collison's checked in for Kendrick Perkins. You know, Steve, with Perkins, the defense at the rim might be the best thing he brings to the table. He is a solid defensive player for sure all around, but his ability to make life miserable on inside shots is special.
Well, I think he's one of the elite low-post defenders in the league. You know, when he has to go against the big scorers down on the block, whether it's Tim Duncan or Hibbert, he does as good a job as anybody because of his strength and his intelligence, just understanding what he's facing night in and night out.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
It's taken away by Collison for the finish, and finished off by Westbrook.
And once he took off, it looked like the defense just had no interest in getting in his way.
That's one where you just give up the 2 points and move on.
Pekovic with a screen on Westbrook. G passes to Pekovic. Here's G, back to Pekovic. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Get in his face.
Oklahoma City. Jones checked in for Ibaka. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Anthony Morrow. And then for Minnesota. Both teams will make substitutions. And Minnesota has possession. Williams kicks to Barea. He dishes it to Young. Young left side. Shot from 12. And he drops that one in. Young's got 5.
That's the kind of finish we've gotten used to seeing from him in the low post.
Here's Westbrook. Shot no good. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Timberwolves lead by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. The second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Solid first quarter for this club. They came out strong, and they've put together some nice momentum here.
Steve, I like the looks they've gotten on offense. A lot of good ones.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, G in at point guard. Young out there with Pekovic. Then there's Brewer. And it's Barea in at the shooting guard.
What a floor leader he's been at the offensive end.
You know, he's done a terrific job of moving the ball around, sharing it, dispersing it, and running the show.
And Lamb kicks to Westbrook. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from McGarry.
Well, you just can't give them that kind of position in the post.
I'll tell you what, when he gets it in that tight, he's going to bury those.
Here's G. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Young. And he gets it to go. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to...
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now. I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Thunder. And then for Minnesota, Wiggins comes in for Brewer. And Martin subbed in for J.J. Barea.
Coach Scott Brooks of the Thunder, he's brought great stability to this organization. A lot of talent on this roster, but doesn't always fit in terms of their offensive flow. So the Thunder like to keep it pretty simple with their X's and O's.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Here's G, averaging 8 points a game. And there's the feed to Young. Gets to the corner and buries it. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, I doubt that was the plan there on that trip, guys, but they did get the shot to go.
Puts up the baby hook. Lamb, good.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The dish to Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
G kicks to Wiggins. The 10-footer. And it's Pekovic missing. Thunder trailing by 3. Left side, Westbrook. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
He has not been on his game, and, you know, their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
And Lamb kicks to Westbrook. Tries again. He squares up and sinks it. Westbrook's got 4 this quarter.
Got a lot of momentum going with his own game. It's been great today, and just as hot as he was last time out.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Gentlemen, Scott Brooks is very close with his star, Kevin Durant, but that doesn't mean he gets any free perks at Katie's restaurant in Bricktown. Brooks said, I get nothing. I mean, give me a dessert, the peach cobbler, something, a sweet tea. You know, this guy's cheap. That's one thing about KD. For 7 straight years, he's been cheap. Kevin, over to you.
He stays consistent, Doris. Very efficient. Thank you. G kicks to Martin. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Wiggins. Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, after knocking down 3 3-pointers last quarter, he's starting to lose the range a little bit.
Well, what an incredible journey it's been for Serge Ibaka. Growing up in the Congo during a terrible civil war, tragic loss of his mom to a stroke, the streets so unsafe that she couldn't leave the home to go to a hospital. To go from that to where he had.
That's the way to move the ball.
And Oklahoma City making. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Oklahoma City out in front. They finish off the second quarter on a 14-6 run. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, no doubting that was a rough second period for you guys. What are they doing that gave you so much trouble?
I don't know if I can point to one thing that they were doing that gave us trouble, but I think it really just came down to us playing 1 second behind them. We need to be a lot sharper and quicker with our decisions out there.
Good luck in the second half. Kevin, a visibly frustrated young man.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly.
Hey guys, settle down for a second. I noticed a couple of things from that first half. I'll start with what's been a solid offensive effort for us. We're shooting the ball well because we're not trying to do too much. If the shot hasn't been there, you guys haven't forced it. Good work. We also need better communication out there. There was some confusion between you guys a few times. Talk to each other. And listen, whenever we get a rebound, I always want us looking to make a pass to start the fast break. We've got to be ready to run the floor. It might not feel like it, but we're in an okay position. A lot of teams would have been out of this game by now, but we're still in it. Let's get after it and see what happens.
And we hope the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us.
What a game it's been for Westbrook. 15 points and the contribution from the line for him. He's made 5 free throws.
He hasn't been afraid to draw a little contact if the opportunity's been there. And I'll tell you, some guys shy away from that, not him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Thunder. Ran outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Anthony Morrow out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Perkins in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And Young kicks to G. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, there's been a lot of noise about this team lately. Rumblings, if you will, talk about maybe making some changes if they don't start winning games.
And, you know, there have been talks behind closed doors, but this is a game where they can come out and make a statement. Get things back on track, if you will.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. And there's the pass to Wiggins. Young outside. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. G, no good.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
Well, you get more rebounds, you get more possessions, more shots at the hoop, and oftentimes that decides the game.
Timberwolves trail by 10. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Young, a screen on Westbrook. Martin wide open. He fires. The shot no good.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Here's Morrow, covered by Martin. Morrow dishes to Westbrook. Pass to Morrow. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Fast break, Minnesota. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Wiggins throws it down.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started and a better job finishing it off.
Oklahoma City leading by 8. Outside Westbrook. Dishes to Perkins. For 3, Durant. Pekovic with the rebound. Pekovic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. G kicks to Wiggins. Shoots from the baseline. And again, it's Minnesota.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot. Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
And now a look at Russell Westbrook, some stats on him. They are loving what they've seen from him over the last month. It's been tremendous. First in assists, second in steals. And with so much consistency in his offensive game, he is in the top 5 in points per game.
And, you know, you threw his number 1 assist ranking out there, Steve, and what's really impressive is that not only is he creative, but he's a willing passer. The guy wants to give it up, and he really makes it easy for his teammates to score because he's so good at giving them the ball in ideal position.
That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's G to the left wing from past the arc. Another shot. Can't get it to go. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Timberwolves trail by 12.
Well, with the way that Kevin Durant has improved over the last few seasons, you have to wonder if he has even yet peaked as a player. Scary to think, but there's still some room for growth. I think he can get stronger and develop a better low post game.
Young passes to G. Thunder with the rebound. Perkins got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
And with Durant, you really forget how young he is. He came into the league at such a young age. Clark and was a star so quickly. It seems like he's the old vet, but he might be a year or two away from his prime.
Yeah, I think he's still a couple of years away from his prime when all of the physical, emotional, and mental come together at that peak point of performance. His best seasons are still in front of him, and he's had some pretty good ones behind him to this point.
Lamb is checked in for Kendrick Perkins. And a change for the Timberwolves. Borea's checked in. G dishes to Begovic, feeds to G. And Young kicks to G. In the corner, it's Martin. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Now the Thunder with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Lamb, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
They're playing with a purpose, guys. The big league becoming bigger. I like the look in their eyes.
And it's on both ends that they've been controlling action.
Nick Collison's checked in for Anthony Morrow. Timberwolves trail by 16. Screened by Young. Here's G. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home. That could give him a huge injection of energy, Clark.
And Kevin, that's exactly what they need right now. They've got to close the gap.
Forget about that for a second. How about the burst to the bucket for a point guard? Boy, he can power those down.
And that one's good. Westbrook
broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
Minnesota's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. And the foul called on G. That's foul number 2 for him.
Way to stand his ground. He set his feet and took the full force of that charge right in the middle of his chest. That took some courage.
Brewer is checked in for Kevin Martin.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
G passes to Begovic. That is good. Begovic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
And it's off the back rim, no good. Timberwolves trail by 14. Here's G. He's got 5. He feeds it to Brewer. Kicks it to G. Pass to Begovic. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
He's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Lamb, good.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. Here's Barea, and it's blocked by Ibaka. Here's Lamb, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. 8 points for Lamb.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket, on time and on target.
Here's G. He's covered by Westbrook. G. Here's Begovic, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Begovic has got 17.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Collison with the screen for Durant. The kick out to Westbrook. It's up a 3. No good from Lamb. Timberwolves trail by 16. Here's G, and he converts the layup. G's got 7 points for the quarter. Here's Westbrook. 21 points in the game. He kicks to Durant. Ibaka against Young. Finished off by Westbrook. Clark, can you believe it? A point guard who can soar like that?
Man, I tell you what, that's a major elevation there. That's a power finish for a player at any position.
Well, he is not afraid to take it inside. We know that.
Here's G. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. This is his first chance at the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. Ricky Rubio checked in for the Timberwolves. And G drops them both. 26 seconds left in the third. Ibaka with a screen on Rubio. Outside Westbrook. Ibaka sets the pick for Westbrook. Durant dishes to Ibaka. It's Durant with the drive. The shot will not go. From midcourt, no luck. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Thunder leading by 14. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway.
Tuesday, March 17th, Nikola Vucevic and the Orlando Magic take on Dwight Howard and the Houston Rockets. Don't miss out.
And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
This was a showstopper, wasn't it? Just a difficult pass to make, and he makes it flawlessly to set up that alley-oop.
Jones checked in for the Thunder. Lamb comes in for Russell Westbrook. And a change for the Timberwolves. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Ricky Rubio. On the court for Minnesota. Levine is out there with Martin. Then it's Young. Then there's Pekovic. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Out to the right wing. Now here's Lamb. Guarded closely. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Jones. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And the Thunder with some changes. Morrow comes in for G. Subbed in for Lamb. G's checked in for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves trail by 6. Pekovic with a screen on Westbrook. G kicks to Young. And the shot is long.
Really good work defensively. This coach has to be happy with his team.
Yeah, forcing that miss right there, great effort.
Perkins with the screen for Westbrook. Here's Morrow, covered by Pekovic. Morrow, the pass to Westbrook. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Westbrook's got 27.
He's so reliable, and you know his offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
G dishes to Pekovic. That bucket in no time at all.
How huge has he been, giving his team the lift?
Without his work offensively, Steve, I don't know where they'd be. Shooting at great efficiency. I don't think they'd have a chance without it.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. Back to Westbrook. Inside to Perkins. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's G. Passes it to Martin. He dishes it to G. To the middle. Here's Wiggins. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
The 10-footer. And it's Westbrook missing. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. And the foul called on G. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
And he took a shot. Excellent toughness to get in there and make a play. I love that kind of work.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that break, Scott Brooks had some words for his team. With his team struggling from three-point territory, he told them to start looking for more high-quality shots inside the paint. We're forcing too many threes, he said. Stop with the bombs and work it inside.
Here's Morrow. Outside Durant, shot clock at 6. Great D that time from Martin. Timberwolves trail by 6. Pekovic with a screen on Westbrook. G passes to Pekovic. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Down low, here's Durant, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Here's G. He's covered by Westbrook. G dishes to Pekovic, and that one's good. Pekovic has got 21 in the game.
What an excellent performance from the field for him.
The Thunder leading by 6. Westbrook kicks to Morrow. A floater. Here's Perkins, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Here's G. He's covered by Westbrook. G kicks to Martin. Bangs home the trifecta.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
Outside Westbrook. Durant at the elbow. Lots of room. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Here's G. The feed to Martin. 6 to shoot. The 3. G, no good. Oklahoma City's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Screen by Ibaka.
Defensive foul.
He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. So both teams changing it up here. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game.
And it just feels like those are the free throws that probably put this game out of reach.
Here's G, and the layup's good off the glass. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 14 assists. From 18 feet away, the shot misses.
That's one he knows he should have made.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice...
Russell, congratulations on this win. What were the main factors that helped you stay in control of this one down the stretch?
Just try to be aggressive. And we did a good job of, all game of staying aggressive. Our defense was key towards the end, and we did a good job of closing the game out.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Thank you for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Clark, Steve, and Doris, and the rest of the crew, Kevin Harlan saying see you next time.
Nice job out there tonight.
Thanks, man. I had a nice little matchup. I was able to make some things happen.
Too bad it was in a losing effort. Hate to waste a solid game.
I just got to do more, get better, make sure we come out on top next time.
I like where your mind's at. Let's break down some film after we shower up, see where we can get better.
I'm with it.
it now.